pancetta, mushroom, tortellini. You can eat smart, still fit in your bikini. I ordered Blue Apron, I've been happy ever since. They sent pre-portioned meals, I don't make no measurements. Saute the pancetta, then I add the mushrooms. Large skillet, cause you can't have too much room. Garlic pesto, tomato paste, Calabrian chili, season the taste. Order Blue Apron today.
Find the biggest voices in sport on the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Like us, Ali, George and Dave from the England Pod.
We're all England all the time. We'll be out in North America covering a huge summer of football for Thomas Tuchel's side.
The potential for glory for England is so overwhelming that I feel physically sick just thinking about it. And I'm probably not the only one, but the potential for another glorious failure, well, that's pretty potent too. We will be daily throughout the tournament. Just search The England Pod and listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Sports Social Podcast Network.
Find the biggest voices in sport on the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Like the joy of football. With me, football commentator Martin Tyler.
I'm me, Neil Barnett, who worked inside a football club for over 30 years. We've taught football all our lives, down the pub, in the restaurants, in the stadia. Now we're doing it on the podcast.
And that includes my weekly letter from the gantry.
Search The Joy of Football
and listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Sports Social Podcast Network.
Find the biggest voices in sport on the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Like Football Clichés with me, Adam Hurrey, Charlie Eccleshare and David Walker. Almost certainly the greatest alternative football podcast in existence. It's going to be a long, hot summer of football and we'll make sense of all the tiny things you didn't think you cared about, but trust me, you do. Search Football Clichés and listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Sports Social Podcast Network.
Darren Rees, and welcome to another brand new episode of Kids vs Adults. In this series, Series 5, the biggest series to date, the most popular feature on the podcast. And if you're listening to this on Patreon or on Apple Podcast subscription, you're hearing this well before anybody else on the main podcast. As a massive thank you for supporting the show. Because without supporters on Patreon or Apple Podcast subscription, the show will have to come to an end. But let's hope we never, ever, ever get there. Right then, let's get on with this episode of Kids vs Adults, shall we? And in this one, we're off to Woking in Surrey. And it might be a revenge episode. Because when kids do get beaten on Kids vs Adults by the adults, I always give them the opportunity to come back on and try and get their own back. So, can Lucy and Alexander get their own back against their dad Dave, the Rushden and Diamond supporter? Ooh, we're going to have to find out, aren't we? Let's go to Woking.
I'm Alexander, I'm 7 years old and I support Arsenal.
I'm Lucy, I'm 10 and I support Chelsea.
I'm Dave, I'm a bit older than these two and I support Rushden and Diamonds. Or at least I do.
Now, you might be thinking, I've heard this lot before. I've heard him before, this lot. Darren, you've uploaded an old episode. No, let me tell you, this is a revenge episode. Because you guys were on Kids vs Adults Series 4, if I'm not mistaken. And Dave, the Rushden and Diamonds fan, he won. And remind us, Dave, what was the forfeit for you winning?
The last time ones was when if we lost, then our dad could take away our phone footballs for a week. And if we won, then we could take in any room we wanted.
That was it. That was it. So now people have clocked in. They remember it now. So what was it like, first of all, before we get on to this forfeit? What was it like when your phone footballs disappeared? Because I remember they went everywhere with you, didn't they?
I was just about okay, but Alexander, he missed his too much.
Oh, never mind. Right, Alexander, the spotlight is on you. Go on then, tell us what the forfeit is this time.
If we win, we can do a VAR check on all of our dad's decisions for the next week. If he wants us to go to bed, VAR check. VAR says no bed yet. If he wants us to tidy our room, VAR check. No tidying up until tomorrow.
I like it. So who's in charge of the VAR though? So we say VAR check. Is it you two?
Us two, yeah.
If they win, it's them.
Oh, okay. Right, Dave, what happens if you win again?
Well, if I manage to win again, then I get the VAR checks on all the kids' choices for the next week. If they refuse to eat something at dinner time, we'll take a VAR check on that. If they want to watch TV, we'll take a VAR check. So I need to win.
Okay. So you're going to have more power on the decision making, aren't you, really? Yeah,
That's
you're going
right.
to be able to review everything and say, actually, ice cream, more TV.
Correct.
Right, we can't have that, kids, can we? You know I'm team kids, don't you? You know I'm team kids. You've got to win.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep track of the scores together as we go along. This is Team Adults question. It is this. Liverpool player Florian Wirtz made history in 2024 by scoring the fastest goal ever for the German national team. How many seconds did it take him to score it? It was against France, by the way. Was it A, 3 seconds? Was it B, 12 seconds? Or was it C, 7 seconds?
I don't remember this at all, so I'm going to have a guess. I'm going to go for 7 seconds.
He is going to go for C, 7 seconds. Has he taken the lead? And is the confidence already mighty high? Yes, it is. That's the correct answer. Well done to Dave. Rushden and Diamond 1, Chelsea and Arsenal 0. Here we go then, kids. This is your question. During the 2024 European Championship, which player became the youngest goal scorer in history of the tournament? Was it A, Jude Bellingham? Was it B, Arda Güler? Or was it C, Lamine Yamal?
We're going to go for Lamine Yamal.
You're going to go for Lamine Yamal. Well, let me tell you, listeners all around the world, these kids are confident. They're coming for it this time. And they're right, because that was the correct answer. C, Lamine Yamal. Whew, here we go. Right, back to Rushden and Diamonds. This is it. Chelsea's Cole Palmer has become iconic for his shiver celebration after scoring. While he's made it world famous, he admits he actually borrowed it or got inspiration
I know this.
Who was it? Was it A, Morgan Rogers? Was it B, Phil Foden? Or was it C, Jude Bellingham?
I know this one.
The kids are very confident they know this. I have no idea. So I'm going to go for Phil Foden.
You're going to go for Phil Foden. Well, it's actually said that it's from a former teammate or a teammate on the national side, Morgan Rogers.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, so that means it is still 1-0. Here we go then. This is it. In 2024, former Manchester United striker Rasmus Højlund set a massive Premier League record. What was it? Was it A, the most goals scored by a Danish player in a single season? Was it B, the youngest player ever to score in 6 consecutive Premier League games, so 6 games in a row in the Premier League? Or was it C, the fastest goal ever scored at Old Trafford? Which one do you think it was? A, B, or C?
Okay, yeah, I remember. Yeah. Okay, you do what you want.
I think B.
You think it's B, youngest player to ever score in 6 consecutive Premier League games? I've done an episode on Rasmus Højlund and I can tell you the correct answer was absolutely in that episode. So, has Alexander remembered it from that episode? That's a correct answer, which means it's 2-1 to the kids.
Yes!
Uh-oh.
Get in there, come on! Right then, Dave, back to you. This is your question. You're 2-1 down as it stands. The Brazilian wonder kid, Estevão, nicknamed Massinho, signed a massive deal to join Chelsea in 2025. Before leaving Brazil, he broke a record previously held by Neymar. What was the record though? Was it A, most goals scored by a 17-year-old in a single Brazilian league season? Was it B, most goal involvement, so that means goals and assists, in the Brazilian league before turning 18? Or was it C, the youngest player to ever captain Palmeiras in a professional match? Which one do you think it is? A, B or C?
I don't think it's B because I don't think Neymar gets involved in assists as much. So I think I'm going to go for A, the goals.
He's going to go for A, the most goals scored by a 17-year-old in a single Brazilian league season. Now, we know that Estevão scored an unbelievable amount of goals in Brazil, whether that was on the streets or in the stadiums. But I can tell you that the answer to this question is B. Estevão recorded over 30 goal involvements before his 18th birthday, which means it's still 2-1 to the kids. The kids can go to 3-1 if they get this question correct. This is their question. Sir Bobby Charlton was the heart of both Manchester United and the 1966 World Cup winning England team. He held the record for the most England goals, which was 49 by the way, for 45 years. Who was the player that finally broke his record in 2015 on the men's side of the game? Was it A, Harry Kane? Was it B, Wayne Rooney? Or was it C, Gary Lineker? Which one of those players broke that Sir Bobby Charlton record of the most England goals, which was 49? Tough one this, I tell you.
Harry Kane.
Oh, they've gone with Harry Kane. Are they going to go to 3-1? Well, I can tell you that the correct answer is B, Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney broke the record by scoring a penalty against Switzerland in September 2015, but Harry Kane has since surpassed both of them to become the current record holder. But don't worry, kids, you are still 2-1 up. Are we all in agreement with that? It's 2-1 to the kids?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good, right, we haven't gone wrong. That's a good start. It's been a long week, trust me, Dave. Right, here we go then, back to you. Carlo Ancelotti is the most successful manager in Champions League history. As of 2026, he is the only manager to have won the trophy how many times? A, 5 times, B, 6 times, or C, 7 times. And by the way, we're just talking about him as a manager, not as a player, okay? So how many times has he won the Champions League? How many times has he won the Champions League trophy as a manager? 5, 6, or 7?
I think it's 5, but it's a guess.
He's gone with 5, and he is correct. He is absolutely equalised out of nowhere.
Oh no!
It is 2-2. And a little note that Carlo Ancelotti has actually won the Champions League 7 times, 5 times as a manager, 2 times as a player. Right, 2-2. Here we go. This is question number 8. We're back to you, kids. During a Premier League match in 2017, Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola was so obsessed with the game's tempo that he pulled a ball boy aside mid-game to give him an intense 1-minute tactical lecture on how to throw the ball back faster. Is that true or is that false? Have I just made that up or is that completely true? You decide.
True.
They think it's true. It sounds like a comedy. It sounds like a comedy sketch, but it's actually true. You're right. It happened during a game against Crystal Palace. Pep Guardiola.
Yes.
Whew, no pressure, Dave.
Read this.
This is question 9, which is your last question. If you get it wrong, they win. If you get it right, then we've got a chance of going to the bonus. 3-2, last question for Team Adults. Rushton and Diamonds, can they pull it out of nowhere? Oh, it's another Pep Guardiola one. You like this? Here we go. Pep Guardiola once banned his Manchester City players from listening to any music in the dressing rooms unless it was classical music, because he believed the rhythm of Mozart improved their passing accuracy. Is that A, true, or is it B, false?
I've never heard that, so I'm going false.
Oh, he's going false. There's no tricking him. It's 3-3. That's the correct answer.
Oh.
No.
Here we go.
Oh, my goodness. Right, kids. It is 3-3. This is the final question. If you get it right, you win. If you don't get it right, don't panic. We'll go to the bonus question. It is a tight game. One of the tightest games in Series 5. Get your football brains enabled into boost mode. I need you to get this. This is it. Several Premier League stadiums now host NFL games, American football games, but only one has a fully retractable grass pitch that slides away to reveal an artificial turf surface underneath. So it comes back and all of a sudden you can play American football on it. Which one of these stadiums can do that? Is it A, the London Stadium, aka West Ham Stadium? Is it B, the Emirates Stadium, aka Arsenal Stadium? Or is it C, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium?
Tottenham Stadium.
Okay, the kids are going with C, Tottenham. Have they thrown it away at the last minute? Or have they won this episode of Kids versus Adults? We know that there have been NFL games at the London Stadium. We know there's been some at Arsenal Stadium, and there's definitely been some at Tottenham Stadium. But which one of them is the only one outside of America to have that official NFL pitch ready and raring to go? Well, I can tell you that the correct answer was actually C, Tottenham Stadium. Kids win this game.
Yeah!
Oh, well done, kids. How does it feel to get one back?
Very good.
Very good. So remind the listeners all listening around the world, what is the forfeit?
We can do a VAR check on all our dad's decisions for the next week. If he wants us to go to bed, VAR check. VAR says no bed yet. If he wants us to tidy a room, VAR check. No tidying up until tomorrow.
I'm in so much trouble.
Oh, right. Oh, I do feel sorry for you, Dave. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's going to be a hard week. It's a good game. It's going to be a hard week.
So when was it that you were on Kids versus Adults last? Was it like the end of last year, was it?
Yeah, about 3 months ago.
Yeah. Ooh. They've been waiting for this moment and they've got it. Well done to you, kids. Right, don't go anywhere. Have you got any shout-outs that you'd like to do for any of your friends or family?
Yes. My Medal Under 7 Lions team. Hugo, Lenny, Vinny, Aidan, Ollie, Sydney, Zane, and my coaches Neil and Kat.
My Medal Under 10s youth team and the coaches Alberto, Nafisa and Matt.
I think I'll say the same as last time. The coaches at Meadow do a huge amount for a huge number of kids' teams. A lot of kids that couldn't play football matches if it wasn't for them. So it's all the coaches at Meadow.
Oh my goodness, they did it. Well done to Lucy and Alexandra. Revenge must feel sweet. It must feel fantastic and brilliant. Poor old Dave. Well, that puts that match up at 1-1. I think they're going to have to come back on in the future and have a decider. We can't leave it at 1-1, can we? So remember, if you know someone who loves football just as much as you do, then please tell them about the Football for Kids podcast. And whether you're playing football soon, watching it on the telly or pitchside, I hope that you enjoy the game. See you next time.
Find the biggest voices in sport on the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Like Libero, a podcast about football, the most important of the least important things. I'm Rory Smith, and twice a week, along with 6 of the country's leading football journalists, we take you inside the game's biggest stories and discuss the most pressing issues facing the Premier League, the Champions League, and pretty much everything else. Join us as the season reaches its conclusion and we prepare for a massive summer of international football. Just search Libero wherever you get your podcasts.
Sports Social Podcast Network.
Find the biggest voices in sport on the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Like The Upshot with Jack and Zach. It's a podcast about the scandalous antics of the biggest names in sport. From David Beckham's stag do of the century to the real reason Chelsea sacked Thomas Tuchel. This summer, we'll be in the USA, unearthing all the funniest stories from the biggest tournament in sport. Search The Upshot wherever you get your podcasts.
Sports Social Podcast Network.
Find the biggest voices in sport on the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Like Under the Cosh with me.
And me, Chris Brown.
And me, John Barkin.
Do I not get my name?
Not important, irrelevant. Well, join us each week when we have a different character from the world of football.
Imagine sat in your local pub, you've got your favourite player and he's telling you the nitty-gritty. From modern day to the good old days, we've got it all.
And I don't know if you know, there's a bit of a tournament going on this summer. We've got some extra bonus
materials.
Material, I like that word. Better than content.
Search Under the Cosh and listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Sports Social Podcast Network.